Hello and welcome to Feast One's Eyes on Watches. As you've seen from the opening of this review, this is a review for a Paulareis wristwatch. Now this Paulareis is an homage to another watch. A very expensive watch, to be quite honest, but what I'm going to do on this review is just concentrate on the features of this particular watch. You'll also notice down at the bottom I put a little bit of tape on there, and the reason for that is there's some writing that's on the bottom here that when the watch arrived I was a bit surprised about. So for the purpose of this video I've just blanked this part off. But now let's have a look at this Paulareis in some detail. To size the Paulareis wristwatch up for my 7¼ inch wrist, I've had to take out 3 links. Now these links feel like they're solid links and they're polished down the centre and brushed on the outside, and then you've got push pins just to size them up, and they did come out quite easy. I bought this Paulareis off AliExpress and it cost £27.93. Now for that you're getting a fully automatic watch, so let's again look at this and just see what we get for that kind of money. The case on the Paulareis is alloy and it's polished, and again for the price it's quite good. You've got a metal bezel on here that's obviously blue on the outside, and then you've got silver numerals. Now this bezel actually rotates around and it's got a real good click. There is a little bit of back play to it, but again, you know, when you consider the price of the watch, it's not bad at all. Now it's an unsigned crown and you've got 2 pushers on either side. Now these pushers are fake, they don't do anything whatsoever. It just adds to the look of the watch. The face of the Paulareis is in cream, and to contrast that you've got numerals around the outside which are just in little squares, and they're trimmed on the outside in silver and then again cream on the inside. Now there's no lume to those, but they do stand out very, very well. You'll see the name Paulareis printed on there with its logo. The hands on the watch go down into, they're like a long baton shape, and again they're trimmed in blue and they have cream down the centre. You've got a second hand that runs around here that's in blue, and you've got an additional second hand underneath as well. And where this additional second hand is, you've got a little dial around there and that's trimmed in gold. Now that does look very, very nice. To set the time on the Paulareis, you pull the crown all the way out and then you can adjust this. And you'll see as I'm adjusting this, the second hand is also moving as well, so this watch won't hack. Once you set the time, all you do, push it back in and the time is set. Now there is a little thing on here that if you push it in that little bit further, click it over, what it will do is it will just lock in place and it makes it look like it's a screw down crown. The movement inside this Paulareis is a Chinese basic movement. However, I've been keeping an eye on how well it keeps time for 7 days, and over 7 days it's lost roughly about 15 seconds, so I don't think that's bad at all. The dimensions of the Paulareis are, the case is a 43mm, it's 14.7mm thick, from lug to lug it's 50.4, and the crown is 7. The glass in the watch is hardlex. I should also mention that there is a slight amount of lume on the hour hands of the watch, however it's really not that good. I've just turned the watch over so you can have a look at the back, and there's nothing printed on the back here. It doesn't say anything about water resistance or anything like that, and it doesn't give any name or logo. The case itself is one of these ones that is just a push down one on the back. However, it is finished to a nice standard, and it's got a nice brushing effect on the back. If you have a look at the end part here, because you've got solid end links, and across here it's finished quite well, and there's no real rough edges, so again, for the price of the watch, that's quite good. The dimensions of the bracelet are, it's 20mm at the top and it's 16.3mm down by the buckle. It's brushed on the outside and then got some polishing down on the centre, and you know, even where you've got your solid end links up here, it is finished reasonably well. The buckle on here is one of these that you just clip out, pop this off, and it's nicely finished even on the inside. You can see that it's all been quite nicely polished. It's got a good click to it, and if you look at the side, there's even some micro adjust on this, so for the price of the watch, that's pretty good. Now, looking at the Paulareis on my wrist, it does look very, very good, and the bracelet as well looks nice with it as well. Will the Paulareis fit under the cuff? Well, it does, and I have to say it does look nice, so I've got to give that a 100% pass. Will the Paulareis fit under the cuff with cufflinks? I chose some blue ones because I think it goes nice with the face, and it does, and it's not snaggy or uncomfortable, so I've got to give that a 100% pass. When looking at clothes to go with this watch, it's a smart looking watch, so my recommendation is, yes, if you want to put a jacket and a tie on, it'll go with that. Go for a bit more of a casual look with the bomber jacket, that's okay too, but t-shirt, short sleeve shirt, it's got to be a winner with this watch. To sum up my review of this Paulareis watch, for £27.93, I think it's quite a good buy. Yes, you've got fake pushers down on here, but it looks good. It's an automatic watch, it's got a nice bracelet to it. It is a bit chunky, but if this is what you like, then yes, I can recommend this. Thank you so much for watching this review. Please remember, I'll be doing lots of other reviews on other interesting watches in the near future. It would also help this channel immensely if you liked and subscribed. Thank you and goodbye. Thank you for watching this review. Please like and subscribe.